Hey people, welcome Peanut Gallery to my video. It's my review video on the Schmoedown round 2. I'm going to be looking at my predictions and reviewing how I did. Apologies for a lower voice, but I'm recording this late in the evening on Saturday and I don't want to wake people up, so I'm trying to keep my voice down as much as possible. So yeah, just moving on. Okay, so starting off, this is the bracket for round 2 after round 2 is completed, and we're going to start off with the same as we did last time, which is on the left, and then we'll move to the right. And yeah, so let's start off with the Lon Harris versus Adam Collins game. I don't know if I can bet on him yet. Lon Harris is a great player. He seems to have been renewed under swag, but you know what? I'm gonna give it to Adam Collins. Let's go for I would say it would be an upset. I'm gonna put the upset here. Adam Collins to beat Lon Harris. Okay, so actually starting up pretty strong here. I called it. I called the upset. I called out Collins beating Lon Harris, and yeah, it was actually quite a bit of an upset. If we look here, Adam Collins actually knocked out Lon Harris. He TKO'd him. Didn't even make it to round 3. Very strong performance by Adam Collins. Lon Harris taking horror in round 2 and missing a couple 2-pointers which Adam Collins got. Yeah, significantly hurt Lon Harris. It was not Lon's best game. In fact, it was probably one of the worst. And Adam Collins looking very strong. He's looking a very good player for corruption. I'm gonna go the kid Brendan Meyer over Mark and Draco. So again, called it Brendan Meyer over Mark and Draco. So we'll have Adam Collins versus Brendan Meyer in the round 3. But yeah, I called Brendan Meyer over Mark and Draco. It was a great game. As you can see here, Mark just losing out to Brendan Meyer 16-17. If you compare it to my result though, I think I did very well. It wasn't that Draco played badly, it was more like I played well. But yeah, well done for both of them. It was a great game to watch. That was definitely up there with one of the better games of the round. Actually, to be fair, all of the games, barring the Lon Harris versus Adam Collins game, were all very close, very tight, and very well played games. So yeah, Mark and Draco versus Brendan Meyer got right. I called it to the kid, but well done to both of them for that round. If Chance wins against Shannon Miller, I think he'll go on to the whole thing. But I'm going to say he won't. I think his luck's going to run out, and so I'm going to put Shannon Miller. Look at that, 3-4-3. Liz Shannon Miller beating Chance Ellison. I did say that Ellison's luck would run out. I was right. So yeah, I did call it. Again, this was a great game. Props to Chance, he's had a fantastic season. I mean, he is challenging for IG. He has the team's belt. He made it through to this far in singles. The season's not over. They're going to be challenging for the team's belt at the end of the season as the reigning champions. So yeah, he's had a great season. He's probably up there with Dan Morrill for player of the season right now. So props to him, well done. But Lashana Miller played a great game. I also had a pretty good game. It was my best game of the round was Lashana Miller. So props to her for that as well. I think William Bibiani is one of the better competitors. I really do. I really like watching him. I just think that the Barbarian is just a little bit better at the moment. Bibbs is playing great, don't get me wrong, and I wouldn't be surprised if he does win, but for me personally, I think I'm going to go with the Barbarian. Okay, so first loss here. I said the Barbarian, it was Bibiani that came out on top. I did say that I wouldn't be surprised if Bibiani won. He did win. In fact, he had a perfect game. If we take a look here, yeah, okay, I did not play great, so ignore that. I'm sorry. But William versus the Barbarian, it was a barn burner of a game. Really, really well done by both players. But if I'm not mistaken, Bibbs pitched a perfect game. All 9 questions in round 1. He didn't have to go to multiple choice in round 2. And he hit all 3 questions all of his questions in round 3. So, yeah, well done. Great game. He's quite honestly looking like the strongest competitor that's left in this bracket. I'm going to be completely honest. I think Bibbs after the showing, he's really in it. For me, that's Ethan Owen. That's lights out Ethan Owen all the way. I think Eric did well against Paul, but I don't think he stands a chance against Ethan. Okay, so it's actually, I've just realized it's not filled in on this bracket. But yes, Ethan Irwin did beat Eric Zipper, as I predicted. However, as you can see, it was a lot closer than I thought it would be. Eric played a great game, really did. Not Ethan's strongest performance, but I do think it was still a really, really good game. It was tied going into the last question, and Ethan had to hit it. Eric kind of complaining it was a bit easy of a question for a number 5, but it's the game, so you gotta live with it as far as I'm concerned. Well done to Ethan, but very well done to Eric. Props to him. He did a lot better than I thought he would. Again, I think Tom's going to wipe the floor with Jada. I think Jada will put up a big fight. I do, but I think Tom will just be stronger overall. Okay, so then we had Tom versus Jada Paramo, and yes, correctly guessed Tom would win it. However, a very, very good game. Like a very good game. I think Tom a little bit shaky, Jada hitting a few very, very good questions, and certainly surprising me, in my opinion, asserting himself in the league. This is not a bad win in my opinion for him. I think he'll be strong next season as well. I think he's actually, and I fell into the same trap, I think people are underestimating him. I do think he's very good, and yeah, props to Jada. I think he really did well. Even though he lost, he did very well. I think Perry is a good player, but I think Mark will just have enough. But it's going to be tough. I wouldn't be surprised if Perry ends up winning, but I'm gonna put Mark. Okay, so yeah, Riley came out on top over Perry. It was a very good game, and I did say it would be tough. I did. Mark had to hit his final few questions. He did. Perry missed hers. Again, was one of my better rounds playing in Perry's shoes. But yeah, very good game. Applauding Perry because in the past she hasn't been as strong, but certainly showing she's got it. She's got what it takes. So well done. Mark's still looking a little bit shaky, but definitely a better showing. Definitely a much better showing. And yeah, I think Jeff will come out swinging in this match, but I think Paul will have enough. I think Paul will get it in the end. And we end off on a loss. Okay, I said Oyama would beat Snyder. Snyder ended up beating Oyama, but story of the round. I mean, it was a great game. Oyama was ahead going into round 5. Jeff hit all of his questions. He hit his 5-pointer, and quite honestly, when I was watching the game, I thought Oyama had his 5-pointer. I thought he was just playing for time, but he kind of knew it, but he didn't get the right answer. He knew a bit of the answer, but he just got it wrong. It was a very, very good game. Probably, for me, the best game out of the lot, even though it didn't have the highest amount of points. For me, it was personally the best game. And yeah, props to them. Well done. It was a barn burner. Jeff looking very strong. So there you have it, guys. That's the round 2 review on how I did. Honestly, my scores for round 2 of me playing were not very good, but I do think there were a few rounds where I was like, okay, I held my own, but most of them I didn't. I will be bringing out later a predictions for round 3 and what I think is going to happen there. But just to recap over the upcoming matches, you're going to have Collins versus Brendan Meyer, Liz Shannon Miller versus William Viviani, you have Ethan Irwin versus Tom, and you have Mark Riley versus Snyder. I think all of them are going to be great games, and yeah, looking forward to it. It's going to be a great week of Schmoedown coming up, so yeah, you guys better stay tuned. Alright guys, sorry again for the lower voice. I do apologize. I will try not to make my videos as late, but with studying and stuff now, it's going to be later at night, so it'll probably be more of this in the future. If you like this video, hit that like button, give some comments on how I did, your upcoming predictions for the rest of this tournament, and yeah, subscribe if you want to see more. Cheers guys, have a good one.